Hey friends, what's going on, mate? Welcome back to the channel Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, friends, the daily series. That's right, mate. Daily series here on this channel Football Therapy, where I reflect on what's being said about the Blues, giving you my opinion on it, but more importantly, yeah, that's right, asking for yours. Cristiano Ronaldo, turning 38 next season, reportedly actually, by some people, being offered to Chelsea, certainly discussed. Could he come to Chelsea, with his agent, Jorge Mendes, talking to Todd Boehly in a meeting? Speaking of meetings, Thomas Tuchel has made contact and spoken to his primary target, Raheem Sterling. When a manager reaches out personally in contract negotiations to talk to someone, as Matt Law would say after writing this article, it generally means the manager really wants said player. Hashtag back the manager in all that. Lots to get into today. We'll be citing articles from The Athletic and the Daily Telegraph, or Telegraph Sport. So, and I will link both sources down in the description. Urge you to check them out. They are, of course, behind a paywall. Please do drop a like on the video. That would be very, very kind of you. To show your support of the content. You feel free to subscribe if you want to, and if you subscribe, make sure you turn that bell on, baby. So let's start off with the meeting between Chelsea owner or co-owner Todd Boehly and Jorge Mendes. Was it Jorge Mendes or Jorge Mendes? Let's call him George. And yes, the headlines riddled with the fact how Cristiano Ronaldo was discussed as a possibility going to Chelsea. Of course, he's one of his, he represents loads of Portuguese players and others as well. So this is coming from David Ornstein and Dan Sheldon. Here we go. To say it's been a busy week at Chelsea is an understatement. Less than a month ago, the American entrepreneur Todd Boehly fronted a consortium with Clearlake Capital to buy the West London club from long-term owner Roman Abramovich. A new board of directors has been constituted, with Granovskaya departing after 19 years at Stamford Bridge. In an eye-catching move, Boehly has installed himself as interim sporting director. With Chelsea yet to sign any players this summer, the onus will be on their new co-owner to change this, and it will be proactively working in the situation behind the scenes. Of course, we've spoken about this at length in terms of Romelu Lukaku being the priority to get sorted, to get out the door, and seemingly that's been done. The medical is happening tomorrow onwards, that next week, so once that's confirmed, you can expect them all running through the door, mate. The Athletic can reveal Boehly had a meeting in Portugal last week with super agent Jorge Mendes, whose client include Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo's situation and the idea of him switching to Chelsea in the summer, this is understood to be among the subjects discussed. The 37-year-old Portugal international has 12 months remaining on his 2-year deal he signed on rejoining United for a second spell last summer after 12 years of playing in Spain and Italy. It is unclear at this stage if Chelsea will want to pursue the opportunity, which is also believed to be spoken about with serial German champions Bayern Munich. As things stand, United intend to keep him at Old Trafford. Kind of makes sense him going to Bayern Munich to replace Lewandowski for a bit, both like goal-scoring old men. I'll tell you my thoughts on Ronaldo in just a moment. Ronaldo is known to retain a huge affinity for United and does not have any problem with their new manager, Erik ten Hag. So he was quoted saying, "I was, and still am, very happy to be here." Good PR. "I know Ten Hag did a fantastic job for Ajax and that he is an experienced coach, but we need to give him time and things to change the way he wants. I hope we have success. I wish him the best. We are happy and excited. Let's believe that next year we're going to win trophies." Sorry. "I believe that Manchester United will be where they belong. Sometimes it takes time, but I still believe." Come on, Ronnie. United are turd, mate. Look, you're... how old is he? He's going to be 38 next season. He'll be freaking out. He'll want to win trophies before the end. Yes, he's in great shape. Look, man, I do not want Cristiano Ronaldo near my club. And not because I think he's a bad player. He's still amazing. Yes, I'm a Messi fan. Look, Messi's poetry. Ronaldo's a robot. I always went for the artistry. That's just me, man. But look, It's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's, it'll be a high-profile blockbuster signing, but he'll be 38 next season. We need a mobile forward, someone who can run about, get about, not someone who's just going to be thinking about themselves and trying to get goals for their own stats before they retire. And let's be real, if he's preferencing his own stats over team play at his beloved Man United, he is not going to give a damn at Chelsea. Trust me, it's going to be all about him. So, not for me. Not for me. Although, let's just read on and we'll talk about his other clients, of course, because there was only one subject discussed in the meeting. Although his affection for the club is undoubted, former Real Madrid and Juventus forward is thought to harbour concerns about United's lack of transfer activity so far this summer. While United are negotiating to sign Barcelona's Frenkie de Jong and fellow midfielder Christian Eriksen, who is a free agent after the expiry of his contract at Brentford, they're yet to complete any deals. And by the way, I saw online that Frenkie de Jong could be on over $500,000 a week, which is just absolutely... United just get absolutely rinsed, don't they? Ronaldo wants United to be competitive at the highest level and is said to be... Wow. Look, man, I don't want to read on about this bit too much. Look, okay, yeah, this is just goes on and on and on about Cristiano Ronaldo. The thing is, Jorge Mendes represents loads of Portuguese footballers, loads. Go look at the list on transfer marks, loads of players that are settled, that are maybe aren't settled but won't come to Chelsea, like your Bernardo Silvas and stuff like that. But he also represents Leao, the Milan winger who's really, really exciting. I think he represents João Felix as well, who could be available from Atletico Madrid. So they're two glaring names that probably the Chelsea fan base in unison could get behind a little bit more. I know it's quite a hipster stance to love João Felix. I'm not sure how effective he would be coming into this Chelsea team, coming into the Premier League. I think Leao might be more exciting. To be honest, man. So the Athletic, just to finish on this article talking about Romelu Lukaku, the Athletic revealed an agreement in principle for Lukaku, who's 29, to move back to the Italian club Inter Milan. Has been reached. It will be a straight one-year loan, costing Inter €8 million plus add-ons. Boehly played a key role in negotiating this deal. That's what he's been doing all this time in terms, like I said, his priority, man. Once that move is complete, the onus will be on Boehly to provide Chelsea head coach Thomas Tuchel with suitable replacement and capable of turning them into title challengers. Meanwhile, Ronaldo will be hoping that when he reports back for pre-season, there will be new teammates for him to get to know. I think they're back very soon, and they've got no new teammates. So let's move on. Let me know what you think about Ronaldo. I've told you what I think. I think it's unlikely. I don't want it to happen for the aforementioned reasons. But I also think maybe this is him and his agent, Mendes, applying pressure on United to get things done. Maybe, right? Because there isn't any... the aforementioned frustration, Maybe this is his way and his agent's way of getting a move on. Get a wiggle on United and all that. So now that Lukaku loan has been sorted, even though it's not favourable terms for Chelsea Football Club, we can look at replacements and new reinforcements in the attack, which leads me on to the second part of this video, Matt Law's article in The Telegraph, speaking about Raz Sterling. Of course, I'll link this as well down in the description, baby. Thomas Tuchel makes contact with Raheem Sterling ahead of Chelsea bid for City forward. Sources believe Chelsea are now preparing an opening bid, so the first bid, for Sterling, who value City between 50 and 60 million pound. They said the same for Gabriel Jesus, who ended up going for 45 million pounds. I think they both have a year left on their deal. You'd have to say Raheem Sterling will be worth more because he's, I know, because the English tax, but it is a thing, and yeah, his high profile for his country and stuff. Let's see what Matt Law's saying, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Thomas Tuchel has made contact with Raheem Sterling ahead of the Chelsea making a bid for the Man City forward. Sterling has emerged as one of head coach Thomas Tuchel's top attacking targets. A lot of alliteration in there. And the German has made a check on the England international's plans. As revealed by the Telegraph Sport, Europe's biggest clubs believe Sterling is ready to leave this summer with 1 year remaining on his contract. Although the 27-year-old has yet to publicly communicate his intention, he's smart. He's not doing what, loads of people do on international duty or at the end of the season, going, wow, new challenge, mate. Oh, I don't know, when I'm away and I'm with my national team, I feel free, and all this kind of stuff that you hear players talk about, don't they? Real Madrid and Barcelona also hold interest in Sterling, but it's believed that the former Liverpool star would be open to a move to Chelsea, ding, 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 if he can be confident of regular first-team football and challenging for trophies. Pause. I think Tuchel could probably offer that to him, purely because Raheem Sterling has demonstrated the continual work rate at the highest level with good players around him in the Premier League. When you get these perhaps European League players that come to Chelsea that make demands about play time to the coach, and then they come and it's a bit physical for them, it's a bit fast for them, they're not tactically up to speed. But you look at someone like Raz Sterling, who's just been doing this for years, it's probably, one would assume it's a little bit easier to promise him that game time. So sources believe Chelsea are now preparing a bid for the opening bid for Sterling, who they value 50-60 million. You can't imagine Chelsea would go to that amount, certainly at the beginning. Tuchel has been promised as many as 6 new signings by Chelsea's Todd Boehly and Clear Lake ownership, and the club are also making a move for Juventus defender Matthijs de Ligt, which could try and send Timo Werner in the opposite direction. Of course, we reflected on this yesterday or the day before. Todd Boehly is trying to implement trades a little bit more into the Premier League or European football system. Like in American sports, trades is really common. So they're trying, why not get involved? Get involved. It's fun, right? Football's meant to be about fun. Reports from Italy have claimed that De Ligt does not want to sign a new contract with Juve and is ready to make a move to the Premier League, but sources close to the Dutchman insist there is no conflict between the player and the Italian club. Boehly, who is Chelsea's chairman and, of course, acting sporting director, is understood to have explored the possibility of offering a number of clubs unwanted players as part of the bids for Tuchel's transfer targets. As well as Werner, doubts remain over the futures of Ziyech, who has been linked with Milan, of course, and Christian Pulisic. Chelsea have agreed a deal for Romelu Lukaku to move back to Inter. Senior sources have told the Telegraph Sport that the club may not sign a like-for-like replacement, as in not a big striker. Other than Sterling, Chelsea, of course, have shown interest in Ousmane Dembele, who is yet to sign a new contract at Barca. Pause on that. Lots of stories emerging out of Ousmane Dembele that Barcelona may, not only will they not increase the offer to match Ousmane's demands, but they might even withdraw the current contract offer because there's like a speculation or reports that they're making themselves look weak or something. Barcelona just look mental at the best of times, so that's what's happening with Ousmane. Chelsea may yet still put in a contract offer, with PSG maybe lurking as well. It's a very peculiar situation with Dembele, so we'll follow that with keen eyes. And Everton's Richarlison, of course, we've spoken about Richarlison here on the channel and looked at his very industrious stats, should we say, rather than like free scoring. Everton are interested in midfielders Conor Gallagher and Billy Gilmour. You can imagine Billy Gilmour would actually feel a little bit allured by Everton, and Frank Lampard played the best football of his career by far under Frank Lampard at Chelsea, and Everton are certainly much higher profile club than Norwich, and they'll would back themselves to challenge for European football where they belong eventually. Maybe that's a really good level of club for Billy Gilmour to try and play at. Amazing fans at Goodison, I don't know. Conor Gallagher, you'd like to hope and expect wouldn't leave Chelsea. Who knows if they both go on loan. I can never see Conor going on loan, but you can imagine Lampard in his head would be like, right, we'll buy Billy Gilmour and we'll loan Conor Gallagher, and he'd be very happy with that, but I can't imagine that would happen. What do you think though, guys? Incredible scenes, really, with the Jorge Mendes meeting with Todd Boehly, and the Ronaldo thing will make the headlines. I'll put it in the title. But really, it's thinking about his other clients, I think. And Raheem Sterling being personally contacted by Todd Boehly really indicates how much he wants him. Let me know what you think, of course. Comment down below. Please do consider dropping a like and subscribing on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. Keep it locked to Football Therapy, friends. Peace.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper.